Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay, Nancy, just check it again. I am going close to the blackboard. So just see my voice is audible.
Okay, ma'am.
Now this is fine. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Yes, students. Okay, I will wait for another 2-3 minutes. Just inform your classmates to join the class immediately. Okay. So then I will start with the today's topic. Okay. Okay, good morning, students. Once again, good morning to all. Hope my voice is audible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how are you all?
Fine, ma'am.
Fine, ma'am.
How are you, ma'am?
Fine, I am also fine. You just take care of your health. You must be knowing that so much cases are being on the high peak in India. Okay, so you just take care of yourself. And how was your test?
Good, ma'am.
अच्छा अच्छा था टेस्ट सबका. लग भी रहा है ऑलमोस्ट सबने अच्छा ही किया हुआ है एज यूजुअल जैसे आपने पिछले दिए हैं. Okay, I will start with that particular particular topic in today's class. We will start with the next unit. So yes, in the last session also, we started with some of the basics that how we can secure our information system, right? So any one of you can who can just tell me that what are the things that we have done in the last lecture? Admit कर देना कोई आएगा ना? अथवा नहीं. Anyone just remember that what we have done in the last lecture? So you all have actively participated in the last lecture. So in that lecture, we have discussed that how we can protect our information system and what are the different attacks that we can have on our information system. So any one of you who can tell me that what were the different attacks on information system that we can face? Yes, Ritika. Ritika, Satkuar. Yes, Mridul, are you there? Ritika, your voice is not audible. You can hear me, na? Students, my voice is audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Mridul, you tell me, do you remember
Yes,
something
ma'am.
regarding the last session? Anything that you remember regarding the last lecture that we have done, that how we can protect our information system? Okay. So in the last lecture, we have also done that what are the, like, we know that there are different phases in the information system. So what are the attacks and at which level, how our components of our information system can be affected, right? So in today's lecture, we will discuss regarding that what basically a risk management. Okay, next is the topic that we will discuss, that is regarding the risk management. So any one of you who can tell me that how we can define this term risk? Yes, Mridul, you tell me. How we can define this term risk? Mridul is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mridul. So anything that you can define regarding this risk part, that many times we use this word, Hana? This is a quite common vocabulary word that we use in day-to-day life. But if we talk about all our like systems, or if we talk about that, we are talking about that information systems. So how we can define this term risk? So what do you think that if we are making some particular project on software lines, or if we are developing something, so in that case, how risk can be affected us? So yes, you can tell me.
Ma'am, when we are in open network, we have the risk to lose our data.
Yes. So loss of data, loss of information is there. Okay. So we, like in the previous sessions also, we have discussed that there are some sensitive data that we are having. So hackers or anything crackers, always they are in a intention to attack the system just to grab some type of information. So after that, now what is the main purpose of that attacking on that particular information? Either they just want to defame our particular portal, or they just want to use that particular information. Okay, so they just wanted our information for their own motive, or they can attack our system just to collect some of the information and just modify it and show some different type of a data on there for their personal use. Okay, so in our case, we will define this risk management with two things. One is the risk identification, and the second one is the risk control. So risk is what? Anything that is done intentionally. Okay, anything that can be done intentionally or in intentional way that can harm a system. So both type of a risk are there. Like some may use your particular system to just pose all those effect on your bad effect on your system, or we have some natural risk also, natural disasters also that may harm our system. So how we can manage all those things, that is under the concept of that risk management. So we usually use this term risk management So risk management is basically being categorized in two forms. One is the risk identification and another one is the risk control. So risk management is basically the process of identifying and controlling risk facing an organization. So if any of the organization is facing some type of a risk, so risk management will be done by identifying the particular risk over there and how we can control that particular risk. Fine. So we can use this term that now what we mean by this particular term, risk identification. Identification means when we need to identify something, right? So can you anyone tell me that how we can identify this? What are the basic things that we need to identify in a system? Yes, Narendra Pal. We are using a word that risk management. In risk management, we need to identify the risk first. So what basically we need to identify when we are talking about a word risk particular in a organization? So what basically identification of different things that we need to do in that particular case? Yes, Narendra Pal is there. Yash is there. Okay, any one of you who can tell me that how we can identify that risk? Okay, identification basically is that we need to identify assets and identify its value. So when we use a term like sensitive data, okay, so when we need to identify a risk, we are talking about that we are identifying some particular assets. Okay, so there must be some particular assets in our system. Okay, that is need to identify that can pose threat to a system. So we need to identify all those loopholes, all those corners in our organization that we can think about, like they can pose a particular assets on which the third party can attack that system. Fine. So risk identification is what that when we need to identify assets and what is its true value. Okay, so that is the particular thing in which we can see that, like in our, if we talk about a college system, or if we talk about our residence, okay, so we have a single entry gate over there. Okay, so सबसे पहले where is the risk is that we will see that the अगर मेरा if my gate is remain open, okay, so that will be the risk for my organization, that will be risk for my residence, that some third person can attack on me. Okay, so similarly, risk identification means that we need to find out all those assets that may pose some type of a risk over there. Okay, so like when we are going outside, so we just check that all our rooms are locked. Okay, we have closed the main door, no window is open at that time. So all these things pose as a assets to you that will tell us that these if particular thing remains open, that will pose a particular risk for that particular organization. So similarly, we can identify that assets are being targets for various threats and threat agents. So whatever the things that we are identifying, they are acting as agents for us. Okay, that will allow the third party to attack on our system. So risk management involves to identify organization assets and identify the threats and the vulnerabilities. So what basically risk management will do, it will see that what are the main assets that we are having. Risk assets are there that through which our system can attack, or through which the third party can attack on our system. Fine. So risk identification begins with identifying organization assets and assessing their value. So like if we talk about our residence, okay, if we talk about our home, so main gate is the major, we can say the risk asset will be there because it will be having more value. That is the case in which the third person can easily enter to our home. Similarly, in the case of an organization, first we will see that what are the different assets in our organization and what is their value. Value means when we are defining something that through this particular loophole, some third person can attack on my system. So if we have 4 or 5 assets in an organization, we will calculate their value that like this point is more sensitive and through which third party can attack a system. Fine. So this is the basically that how we can identify that risk overview. Now these are the some components of the risk identification. Okay, so we can also define that there are some of the components of the risk identification we are having. So the very first component is that we can plan and organization. So we have divided this component into these components of risk identification has been divided into two parts. One is your, like, we can, how we can manage that, that is a that is risk identification. This is the under part of risk identification. The first 5 parameters will work under the risk identification, and the second parameter is regarding the risk assessment. Okay, so the second last 5 parts will come under the risk assessment. I think this all points are not visible. Risk assessment. Okay, so okay, we have a risk identification over there, and we are also having a risk assessment part over there. So what we have done, that we have divided our component of risk identification into two parts. One is the risk identification, another one is the risk assessment. So identification means that will tell us what we need to identify, that is the assets. You always remember one term, that we need to identify the assets through which our company can be company is in the risk of attacking by the third party. And the second portion is the risk assessment, that will calculate that how much particular risk is being we can say that how much particular risk is having more value, so that with more the value will be, that means more the system will be in the chance of being attacked by the third party. Okay, so agar मान लो we have 4-5 risk over there, so we will see that like we can just ignore 2-3 risk over there, and there is a chance of this fourth risk through which my system can be attacked. Is it clear? Yes, student. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so in today's lecture, we will also, first of all, first half of the session, we will discuss all these parameters. And in the second half, what we will do, I will just, we will do some practical exercise like ping of death that we have already started in one of the group. But we will try it, as you know that we, in particular group in which we have started that particular ping of death. So we require 2 systems over there. So we are just in a process ki I just show you all those methods that how we can attack that particular system. Okay, so the first half we will discuss regarding this particular topic, and in the second half we will perform that particular exercise so that you can, that can help you like for your project B also. Clear? So we have a risk identification over here, and second one is the risk assessment. So when we talk about the term risk identification, that means we need to plan and organize the process. Okay, so whatever the process on which we are working, we just see that we need to plan and organize the process just to gather that whatever the different components are composing that particular process over there. Okay, after that, what we see, we will categorize the system components over here. Okay, so we are having, after organizing that particular process, then we will see that we will categorize that system components over there. So we will just identify that what are the different components in a system and how it is being constituting that particular system, and we will see, because we are in the process of identification. Here we are in the process of the identification, in which we will identify that what are the different risks are there, risk assets are there. Okay, so we will find out all those loopholes that will help us, that here you can posing a different threats over there. Fine. Then we have inventory and categorize assets. So we will see that what are the different risk assets over there. We will identify and categorize all those assets. Okay, so like in my case, I told you that if we take the example of a residence, okay, if we take an example of a home, so जो हमारा main gate है, that will be posing a more value, that has a more value, because from that case it is more chance that third person can attack our particular residence place. Okay, so windows are there. Okay, we can say that through main gate is there, through we can, through our network, if we are using some Wi-Fi in our home, तो वो भी एक chance है that there is a chance that attacker can attack on a system through the software lens. Okay, so many loopholes are there. So what we need to see that we need to just inventory and category. Inventory means we will collect all those data that will be posing that for that particular risk over there. So we have inventory and categorize that particular asset, and then we will identify the threat. Okay, to identify the threat means like if we talk about a particular window or we talk about a particular gate over there, तो obviously there is a chance कि अगर window खुली रहेगी तो वहां पर किस तरह का threat आएगा. If we talk about a particular gate तो वहां पर किस तरह का हमारे पास threat आ सकता है. ठीक है, तो some animal may enter a house, कोई group of person can come to a home. So almost same thing we follow in the case of a system also. So if we know all those loopholes, we will see that whatever the different threats can attack on the system. If we are working in a database part, then we will see that our database can be in a condition that it could be attacked by the third organization or a third party over there. Fine. So we will identify the threats according to the assets. Okay, that at particular risk assets, what are the different threats we are having over here. Next is that specify vulnerable assets. So we will, apart from this all these assets, so we can also see that what is the vulnerability chance. Okay, what are the different chance that if everything is fine, again there is a chance that our system is in the process of attacking that particular, being attacked by the person. Okay, so we will see that specifying the vulnerable assets over here. So all these 5 steps, all these 5 methods will tell you that how we can identify that particular risk over there. ठीक है, तो हम कैसे उस risk को identify कर सकते हैं that can attack on our system को. Next is that risk assessment. तो अब हमने identification is there, either we are identifying the threat, we are identifying the vulnerable part, we are identifying the particular assets over there, we are categorizing all the asset parts. Okay, now the next thing is that we need to assess that particular risk. Okay, assess means we will calculate that at what extent it may harm our system. So in that case also we can assign value to attack on assets. So same case, like if we are talking about a gate, if we are talking about a window, if we are talking about a network, we need to calculate that how much harm it may occur on my particular organization. So we will assign value to attack on the assets and assign likelihood of attack on vulnerable. So vulnerability is like that it is not fixed. This is just a chance that you are having over there. Okay, so vulnerability is what that we will assign a likelihood of an attack. कि अगर vulnerable हो गया, अगर ये system मेरा prone हो गया, so how we can manage that particular thing over there. So that will come under that assigning likelihood of attack on the vulnerabilities that we are having on a system. Okay, so calculate risk factor for assets. So finally we will calculate that what is the risk value for that particular asset. Again we will calculate that. No, for all these things we are also having some softwares also. Okay, so let me complete all this unit portion of this unit 3 part, and in the further sessions I will be discussing some of the softwares with you that are used for some particular purposes. Clear? So I will be sharing all those things with you, but before that we just need to see that what are the different things that we are having that may attack on a particular system. Okay, so next is that we need to calculate risk factor for assets, review possible controls. Possible controls means that in which we will just find out that what are the different things that can help us to just that they just snuff the working of that particular thing. Okay, so we will review the possible controls over there that can help us for assessing, for calculating the amount of risk that may be faced by that particular system over here. Clear? So next is the document finding. Document findings are there that on the prior information we can calculate the value. Okay, because हमारा final what is the motive of all this step is that we need to assess the particular risk. कि अगर हमें पता है that there is a chance of risk over there, so we must calculate the value for that particular risk, that how it can attack my system. Clear? Clear? So what we want that we are having document finding, that pre-documentation, or we can say that pre-findings of all those parts, we just calculate the value of that particular risk. Is it clear? So basically, risk management is what? That risk management में two basic steps are there. First is that we need to identify that particular risk, and the second step is that we need to control that particular risk. Okay, so there are some different components of risk identification that we have discussed through all these points. That in the case of a risk identification, two things are required. First is to identify that particular risk, and second thing is that we can assess that risk. Uh, 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 we can assess that particular risk over there. That at to which extent it will be harmful for our organization. Is it clear? Yes, student. This is clear. Any doubt in this? Yes, Ritika.
Yes, ma'am.
So all these points are clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, student, this is my request to you that like as I have checked your that papers and all those, just try to use some technical language over here. Okay? So you people, what you are doing, you are just writing all those things, but just explain, use the technical definitions over there and just explain them in your own words. Okay, Yash Jalani is there. Yes, Yash, any problem? Yash Jalani,
Yes, ma'am.
can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Your voice is not audible.
Hello.
Yes, Yash.
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
आपकी आवाज बहुत कम आ रही है.
मैम नेटवर्क तो प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है.
Any one of you can hear him? रितिका, आपको आवाज आ रही है इसकी?
नो मैम, उसकी वॉइस ब्रेक कर रही है.
देख कर रही है.
मैम आ रही है आवाज इसकी.
आवाज आ रही है? मुझे
यस मैम आ रही है इसकी आवाज.
Yes, Shalani, any problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. You understood
Yes,
the
ma'am.
concept of this risk management?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, okay, we will discuss it afterwards that how we can manage all those risks, okay, and what are the different software tools. So you don't worry that we will be discussing only the theory portion, but in the next sessions, starting from today's session also, we will be discussing some of the lab portion in or practical part in this subject. Plus, I will be sharing some softwares with you from the next session that will help you out to implement all these. Clear? So, okay, the next thing is that we will discuss over here. So this was all about that how we can, how this component of risk are there. Okay, so what are the different component of risk identification? Now the next thing is that is asset identification and the value. So again and again we are using a word that we need to identify that particular asset and we will calculate its value. Okay. So I just write some of the points and after that we will discuss that particular thing. Just wait for 2 Okay, student. So we were discussing that we have a different assets. Okay. So we usually use a word risk assets over there. So what are that risk assets that may pose some threat to your system? So what we need to find over here, that we need to just identify that particular asset and check its value. So again and again, like we are using word asset. So like I took the example of the residence. So in that case, we can talk about network, okay, windows, doors, and all those things. But when we talk about a particular organization or a system, so what are the different assets over there? So assets identification in our case, that comprises of a particular information system. So if you remember that information system, what are the different components of information system we are having? People are there. Okay, so we have discussed that components of information system: people, procedures, data, information, software, hardware, and the network. So and the networking one. So all these components are the assets. Okay, what type of assets? These are the risk assets. Okay, so if we need to calculate a risk for a particular organization, what we need to check, that we must first find out that what are the different assets are there. What are the different asset belongs to my organization. So every time when we talk about our organization or a system, so what are the different assets that we are having? That all these components are the assets for that particular information system. Okay, so assets means that comprises of something. Okay, so we in a particular information system, what we are having people over here, procedures are there, data is there, info. People may, what may come? People may, like we have a managers over there. So that may also be a risk to a system. Okay, your manager, your colleagues, your clerks, and all those, they can leak your data. They can just pass on your softwares and all those things. Okay, so that people is also one of your risk asset over there. Okay, so you need to identify first that through which you are having risk to your system. You must also identify that particular person over there. Okay, so risk, people are there. Then is the procedures are there. Procedures means all those methods you are following. Okay, you must be working on some particular modules over there. What are the different methods you are following? So okay, so आपका काम करने का what performance you are using over there. ठीक है, so आपका वो what are the different things that you use in order to perform something. ठीक है, तो आपका जो structure है, आपका जो curriculum है, और आपका जो working pattern है, that will come under the procedures part. ठीक है, methods आ गया, आपकी working आ गई. ठीक है, what different demos you are using and all those things, that will come under the procedures part. Similarly, we are having that data also. So data means on which particular data you are working upon. So sometimes we are working on some sensitive data over there, where we are using some credit cards. Okay, we have a different details of employees also, and plus for we are also having details for other persons to whom we are providing all those services. ठीक है, तो ये सब चीजें डाटा हमारे पास किसमें आ जाएंगी? That what type of a data on which our current system is working upon. ठीक है, so then we have that information also, said what type of information we are passing. ठीक है, so all these things comprises a particular information system, and plus this all these components are also acting as a assets for a particular system. ठीक है, so we are having some softwares also. We are working on some particular softwares, or we have developed for our own organization. So that is also this case set over. Some may hack my software. It can collect all those data, all those information from my software. ठीक है, तो वो सारी चीजें भी किसमें आएगी? हमारे पास सॉफ्टवेयर पार्ट में. Similarly, we have a hardware portion also. So whatever the hardware components we are using, so we are in a threat that it may get, that particular hardware may get, we can say that we may, somebody may pose a threat to that particular hardware. उसको खराब कर सकता है, और it can misuse that particular thing. ठीक है. Similarly, obviously, if we are working in an organization, we are communicating through a particular network also. So there is a chance that a third person can attack on the system and all. Okay, so this is the asset identification. So again and again we have used that particular word, asset identification. So these things are particular asset in our organization. That is people, procedures, data, information, software, hardware, and the networking part. So what are the asset attributes? अब हमने ये तो बता दिया that these are some asset these are some particular assets on which according to which my organization is working or through which my organization is working. ठीक है, so all these are the asset part in my organization. Now ये part के through there is a chance of a threat on in my system. ठीक है, तो अब उस केस में क्या होगा? We are having people, procedures, data. अब ये जो people के through what are the different attributes we are having over here? ठीक है, अब people के अंदर भी कौन सी ऐसी attributes है that can harm my system? Like somebody may misuse the name, misuse the ID, supervisor, security clearance. All these things are the different attributes that may be affected. ठीक है, that may pose some threat on my system. Clear? Next is the procedures. Procedures is what? That is the description, storage location for reference, update data structures, whatever the data structure we are using, whatever the methods we are using, they are posing some threat to our system. Fine. Next is the data part over here. The third attribute is that data. What type of a data we are having? How we are classifying our data? Who is the owner? What are the data structure size? How we are transferring our data online and offline? So everything will belong to this particular asset part. And these are the attributes over here through which my there is a chance through which my system may is in the risk of attack by the third. Fine. So we must need to identify all those things, that we must see that what are the different system components we are having, and we will first identify all those assets and then we will categorize that asset. What अब जैसे एक case study आपको in your first session, so section D में we are having one case study also. So that is a different case that nobody has implemented that particular case study. But I just wanted कि आप एक दो बच्चों ने शायद की है, ज़्यादा नहीं की, ठीक है? So you must try to solve out all those things because that will clear all those concepts that how a system can be affected through this particular portion. Okay, so if we are identifying that particular risk, so we must see that what are the different assets over here, and we will categorize that particular asset attributes among the different categories we are having over here. Fine. So this is the basically that will tell thing that how people, procedure, and the data sets, data asset identification is there. Okay. So we are also having some. We can say that we are also having some hardware and the software part. So what do you think that can be affected in the case of a hardware part? Okay. So hardware part में हमारे पास क्या आएगा? Hardware, software, and the network attribute. So can any one of you can tell me that what are the different attributes in this case of a hardware, software, and the network part that can be affected? Yes, Naspreet. Naspreet is there? Yes, Naspreet is there. Paras
Yes,
Kumawat is there. Paras Kumawat. Raju.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Raju.
Yes, ma'am.
Raju, your voice is quite low.
Hello.
Raju, you can hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Hello. Hello.
आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है मुझे बिल्कुल क्लियर, बहुत कम है.
Hello.
Okay, any one of you who can tell me that what are the different attributes in case of hardware, software, and network part? Ritika is there? Prince Agarwal.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Prince, you can hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Prince, can you tell me that what are the different attributes in hardware, software, and networking part? You understood this concept, that what we are finding and how we are calculating its value?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can you tell me that what are the different attributes in case of hardware, software, and the networking portion that can pose threat to a system? कौन सी ऐसी attributes हैं in the case of this hardware, software part?
BIOS,
BIOS is there. Yes, this is
CD-ROM
the right.
devices.
IP addresses are there.
Yes, ma'am. Disk drive, disk partition.
Yes, that is correct. MAC addresses are there. Serial number. ठीक है?
Yes,
Serial
ma'am.
number. MAC addresses.
Monitor, desktop monitor.
हाँ, that can come under the hardware portion. ठीक है? Monitors are there. Serial number, MAC addresses, IP addresses are there.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है? So all these components are the different assets. ठीक है? So they are the part of which particular asset, that is the hardware software asset over here. ठीक है? Software version, physical and logical locations. ठीक है? Versions are there. Physical locations. So all these things come under that where we can attack that particular system. ठीक है? Through which our hardware on the software part may be attacking our system over here. ठीक है? So many what we do that many organizations have data classification schemes. ठीक है? तो sometimes क्या होता है? तो some organizations follow that data classification schemes over here. They will categorize the different assets according to their classification, and then they will find out that what type of risk that we are having on that particular. Clear? So this is how we can use how we can identify that particular asset and how we can calculate that particular asset valuation. अब asset valuation कैसे होगी? How we can evaluate that particular thing? That we will see that for a particular attribute, what type of a risk factor is there. ठीक है? So we have a proper risk registers also that we will be discussing in the next session. So there are some parameters are there, some formulas are there that will help us to calculate that what amount of the risk value we are having for a particular asset part. Okay, so meanwhile you just understand the concept, and in the next part we will discuss that whatever the different risk values we are having by using different softwares over here. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट हमारे पास आता है इस केस में अंदर दैट इज द थ्रेट आइडेंटिफिकेशन. ठीक है, सो व्हाट वी मीन बाय थ्रेट आइडेंटिफिकेशन, अगेन दैट विल टेल अस दैट व्हाटएवर द डिफरेंट थ्रेट्स वी आर हैविंग. ठीक है, सो कौन से ऐसे थ्रेट्स हैं, लाइक वी हैव डिफरेंट थ्रेट्स ओवर देयर. हमारे पास जैसे फिशिंग अटैक हो गया, ठीक है, मालवेयर्स आर देयर, एडवेयर्स आर देयर. सो वी विल सी दैट इफ वी आर वर्किंग ऑन दिस डिफरेंट एसेट एट्रिब्यूट, so what type of a threat can harm our particular system. ठीक है, तो ये सारी चीजें किसमें आ जाएंगी, हमारे पास थ्रेट आइडेंटिफिकेशन में आ जाएगी. देन इज दैट वी विल नीड टू चेक vulnerability identification. So after this asset identification we have two concepts. One is a threat identification and the another part is the vulnerability identification. Okay, so we are having threat identification and we are also having that vulnerability identification over here. ठीक है, तो threat identification में क्या है, we will see that what are the realistic threats that needs unidentified, that needs investigation. ठीक है, so what are the different threats that require the investigation over here. There could be some threats which we can ignore also according to our system. ठीक है, next is
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello. Hello. Excuse me, ma'am. Hello.
मैम आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही है.
Yes, Nancy. नवनीत. Now
मैम.
my हाँ जी, अब मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
मैम वो रजत बाहर निकल गया, गलती है, उसको अंदर ले लो.
अच्छा, आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
हम
Yes,
पहले
ma'am, अब आ रही है.
Okay. Now I am audible ना?
यस मैम.
Okay, students, I am going to end the poll. Okay, I'm sharing results with you. Okay. Okay, so the very first question is that risk management is one of the most important jobs for. Okay, so who will prefer to apply all this management of risk in a system? So that will be the project manager. Client is not associated directly, but client will try that whatever the product or service he is getting, it should be a risk free. Okay, and same for the investor also. Okay, and production team will also see that whatever the concept they are implementing in their particular information system, okay, that must be risk free. But it will be the duty of the project manager to see that whatever the final product, it will be evaluated or it will be using, okay, that should be a risk free. Clear? So last option is the right answer. Similarly, next question is that risk is expressed in terms of probability and the impact. Yes, this is true. Probability means risk is what? Uncertainty, of which you are not sure about. Okay, so risk is always expressed in terms of probability, and obviously the impact, that if something will happen, if some uncertainty is there, so what impact you will be having regarding that. So that is also the risk is expressed in terms of probability and the impact part. Next is that what all has to be identified as per risk identification. So what we need to see that if we are talking about the risk identification, so either the first step that we have already discussed, that we need to find the assets over there. Okay, so we must be seeing that what are the different assets through which there is a chance of a risk over there. ठीक है, तो वो हमारे पास क्या आएगा, like through that asset what will come, what will attack our system, obviously that will be the threats, vulnerabilities and the consequences. So this is basically, we can say that purpose of a risk identification, that we need to identify the different threats, vulnerability and the consequences. Fine. So this was obviously, again, the last option is the correct one, and I hope so ki most of the students have given the right answer, so you all are very much attentive in this class, so that is quite good for the you people. Okay, so I just going to stop this particular results, and you just wait for 2 minutes. I'm just writing some of the important points for the next topic. Okay, and after that we will discuss the topic that we are left with. Okay, students. Now we will discuss that how there is another part of this risk management. First part we have already discussed previously, that is risk identification. Now we will discuss that basically risk management consists of two things. One is the risk identification, and another portion was the risk control. So we have discussed in quite detail that what basically we need to identify as a risk, and which particular thing will pose as a particular risk for a system. Okay, so we need to identify that different assets over there, risk assets will be there. And if we talk about risk assets, that means that we are talking about the different components of an information system. So as you know that for a particular information system, we have a people, procedures, hardware, software, networking part, that is a basic components of any information system. So all these components will be acting as a we can say that important assets in an organization, that will act as a risk assets for that. And each and every component of this particular information system part will be having some of the attributes that will be posing as a risk threat, that will be posing a risk to a particular organization. So previously we have already discussed that what basically risk identification is. Okay, so in risk identification we need to identify the risk assets part. Okay, so that assets will be comprising of all those components of an information system. And in that particular component of an information system, not all, but there are some attributes that may give you chance to how that particular risk can be that how particular risk may pose some particular harm to your system. Next part of risk management is that the risk control. Okay, so next part of your risk management is the risk control portion over here. So that risk, what we mean by risk control? So risk control is something like that once you have ranked, that once you have completed that risk vulnerability sheet, or once you have gathered that all these are the different risk factors in my system, and you have calculated the impact value of that particular risk. Okay, now what will be the next step? That is, we need to control that particular risk. Okay, so we need to control that particular risk. Why we need to control that particular risk? So that it may not harm our system. Okay, now there are 4 approaches through which you can control your risk in an organization. So the very first thing is the apply safeguards. Okay, we can use different safeguards, that is just to avoid that particular risk. Okay, secondly is the transfer of that risk, that if we know that there is a chance of that particular risk, we just transfer, we just change the track of that particular risk over there. Okay, so that is the transference of that particular risk. Okay, so next is the reduce its impact. Okay, so we know that there is a chance of a risk over there, it will harm my system. Now we are working upon that how we can reduce its impact, so that we can face minimum loss in an organization. Fine. Next is the understand the consequences and accept the risk. तो हमने क्या करना है? We just prepare ourselves that we have to face that particular risk. We will accept that particular part over here, and finally we will see that whatever the consequences will be there, I will accept that particular risk. I am ready to accept all that particular loss over there. Okay, so the first step in which we are applying some of the safeguards, that is through the method of the avoidance. Okay, that is through the method of the that process is known as a avoidance mode. All these 4 terms are very important. Okay, many time in exams also you may get some particular case study, and it may ask you that what type of approach you are using, either you are using or what particular approach you will follow for that. Okay, so avoidance means what we can have, that we can have application of different policy. Okay, so we will just apply some of the policy through which there is a chance that we will not be using that particular we can say that we are not using some type we are just not using that particular thing, particular method, particular attribute for that system. ठीक है, तो हमारे policies हम ऐसे तैयार कर देंगे that will help us to avoid that particular risk over there. ठीक है, next is the training and education. If we see that if we are working on some particular organization, and if we are feeling like that there is a chance of an risk over there. So we must prepare ourselves that how we can avoid that particular risk. Okay, so that is the training, that is through training and education. Third part is that applying technology. Applying technology means we can use some of the softwares, we can install some of the software, so we can install some of the barriers in such a case that it may just control that particular risk over there. Okay, so all these strategies are like that will avoid that particular risk. We cannot say that we have solved that particular risk or we have handled that particular risk, but we will just avoid that particular risk over there. Next is the transfer of risk. So how we can define this particular term of transference? That will tell us that we will just shift the risk to other assets, processes or organization. Okay, so we will be using some third party over here that will be handling my risk over there. ठीक है, तो ये मेरा काम नहीं है सोचने का. I just hire some another party or an organization that will see that if some particular type of a risk is there, तो वो उसको handle करेंगे. ठीक है, like if we buy some particular product, we have that guarantees and warranties with us. ठीक है, so these are the third party, we can say that third party controls are there that will handle our that particular problem. ठीक है, so that is that how we can use some, we are just shifting our risk to the another assets, processes or the organization. So organization can hire individuals or firms. Okay, so that will handle any type of a problem that may occur during the administration. Okay, so organization may also transfer risk associated with the management of complex system to another organization who is having experience to handle all those situations. Fine. So this is the transference of the risk. So this term is also important. First one was the avoidance. Second one was the transference part. Third part is the mitigation part. So mitigation part is what? That in which we will just reduce the impact of that risk. Okay. So we are just reducing the impact of that particular risk over there. ठीक है, तो अब हमें रिस्क भी आ गया. ठीक है, हमने there is particular, we can say that it has affected a system also, but now what is the chance is that I am just trying to just reduce the impact, reduce the after effects of that particular risk. Fine. So हमारे पास क्या है? We have a some mitigation techniques over there, like we have IRP. So you can write like incident response plan. So IRP is what? That is incident response plan. Incident response plan. So what is IRP? That is incident response plan over there. Okay. Similarly, we have a DRP, that is disaster recovery plan. So we have disaster recovery plan. Then we have BCP, that is business continuity plan. Business continuity plan. So all these three approaches are the mitigation approaches. One is IRP, that is incident response plan. Then we have disaster recovery plan, that is DRP. And the last one is the business continuity plan over there. Okay. So DRP is what? That is the disaster recovery plan. So most commonly we use this particular type of a mitigation technique. Okay. So disaster recovery plan, that we are ready to face that particular disaster, but on the same part also we are just having that recovery plan, that how we can recover our system, how we can recover our organization if some particular risk or some particular disaster it has faced. ठीक है, तो वो हमारे पास थ्रू आएगा, that is disaster recovery plan, that is the most common plan over there. ठीक है, next हमारे पास है that is the actions that we take while incident is in progress, that is IRP, incident response plan. So what we will follow over here, we will see that what action we can use. Okay, so IRP is what? That what action we can take while incident is in progress. Incident matlab that something has happened, and in order to confront that particular incident, what are the different steps, what are the different instructions, what are the different methods we are following just to tackle that particular risk. ठीक है, so that is incident response plan. आपको कोई risk आ गया, you have faced some threat through that risk. Now how you are handling that particular threat, how you are handling that particular risk over there, that is incident response plan. Okay, so that is incident response plan over there. Fine. Next is the BCP. BCP is what? That encompasses the continuation of business. Okay, that is business continuity plan. So what is BCP? That is business continuity plan. That will tell us that if some particular event has occurred, okay, so still it will not affect us, affect our business. Okay, so हम अपना काम, we are doing our work at our own pace. So we are just trying to solve that particular risk by following any of the technique. Either we are avoiding that particular risk or we are solving that particular risk. But our business continuity plan will tell us that business will move on. We will not be, there is no type of any hindrance in between them. Clear? So that is BCP, business continuity plan. And last we are having that after BCP, what we are having over here, that is the last we are having that acceptance. So this is also one of the method in which we will just understand the consequences and we will accept that particular risk over here. So that will come under the acceptance part. Okay, so accepting part means we are just accepting the outcome of its exploitation. So whatever the risk that has affected our system, whatever the exploitation we have faced, we are just in a process that we will accept all those consequences over there. Okay, so it is valid only when the particular function, service, information or asset does not justify the cost of protection. So why we are accepting all those threats, why we are accepting all those risk over there? Because it is not affecting our cost. Okay, it is not harming our in any case in which our cost is being effective, or we can say that whatever the product we are launching, it is not affecting all those things in such a large amount. Okay, so we are just tackling all those things, we are just making, validating, just to accept that particular risk in a single case only, that we are just we are not justifying the cost of कुछ भी जो हमारे पास risk that is happening, it is not affecting our system in the matter of in a value of a cost over there. ठीक है, तो जो भी आपका harm होगा, जो भी whatever the consequences you are facing, that is not affecting my cost of the product. ठीक है, तो मेरा जो भी है that is working under my budget only, so I will just tackle that particular risk, I will just handle that particular risk over there. ठीक है, so risk that will tell us that organization is willing to accept that particular risk as trade off to the expensive of the applying controls over there. ठीक है, so we are in a situation that we can accept that particular risk just in the matter of a cost. वो हमारी cost को affect नहीं करेगा, so it's okay, we can handle all this. Is it clear? Yes, student, this is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mridul. Mridul is there? So any one of you who can, Mridul, you can hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mridul, tell me. What we mean by this risk control factors? Yes, Jalani is there? Yes, Jalani. Naspreet. Yes, Jalani, you can hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can tell me that what are the different, why we are, need to control all this risk?
Ma'am, I thought there is a network issue in my
Yes, Rohit Kumar. Nobody is present. Okay, kindly unmute your mic, please. Yes, Yuvraj. Yuvraj, you can hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You want to share your that views regarding this risk control? Ritika.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ रितिका बस तुम ही जवाब देती हो अच्छे से.
नहीं मैम मैंने भी दिया था.
हाँ तुम बताओ यश. What is the purpose of this risk control? Okay, just wait for a while, okay? Yash?
हेलो
Yes, yes. Tell me regarding this risk control.
मैम. मैम रिस्क एक मिनट. मैम रिस्क कंट्रोल मतलब एक ऐसा पैनल बेस्ड होता है जिससे कि हम कोई भी बिजनेस स्ट्रेटजी वगैरह होती है उसको आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं, असेस कर सकते हैं. मतलब जैसे कोई डिजास्टर वगैरह हो तो उससे बचाव कर सकते हैं.
ठीक है. तो साइबर सिक्योरिटी के केस में does we require this particular risk control?
यस मैम.
How you can map this particular risk control according to your subject?
मैम जैसे वायरस वगैरह हो गया मैम, कोई फिशिंग ईमेल वगैरह होती है, ये सब.
Okay, but just remember one thing: virus, phishing, and all those. These are the threats.
यस
Okay?
मैम.
These are not risk.
ओके
Risk
मैम.
is something like that you are posing to be, you are not sure about. ठीक है, जो वायरस है, फिशिंग है, ये सब काम इंटेंशनली होता है. रिस्क
Okay,
इज दैट यू आर मेकिंग योर सिस्टम वल्नरेबल. ठीक है, यू नीड
Okay,
टू, यू आर जस्ट मेकिंग दैट सिस्टम वल्नरेबल सो द थर्ड पार्टी कैन अटैक योर सिस्टम. ठीक
Okay,
है,
ma'am.
तो आप खुद एक मौका दे रहे हो, दैट मीन्स दैट इज अ रिस्क. ठीक है,
अच्छा.
लाइक दैट इज हाउ वी कैन यूज दिस टर्म्स. तो बच्चे क्या करते हैं जब रिस्क का क्वेश्चन आता है, दे जस्ट आंसर रिगार्डिंग दैट थ्रेट. वो नहीं करना. थ्रेट इज अ डिफरेंट कंसेप्ट, रिस्क इज डिफरेंट कंसेप्ट.
ओके मैम.
Fine?
ओके मैम.
Okay.
मैम
Okay, any one of you who can share, today Udayval is not present?
मैम ही इज प्रेजेंट मैम.
Yes, Udayval.
मैम बट एक्चुअली ही इज नॉट हियर.
लग ही रहा था, मुझे पता है लग ही रहा. चलो. Okay, any one of you who can discuss with me? Yes, Parth. Is this the time to enter the class? Parth is there?
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine, but same issue. Either you are coming online or offline, okay? Always
ma'am.
late.
Ma'am, I am doing internship, ma'am. That's a very hard workload.
Okay, but this thing is also required, na?
Yes, ma'am. I did not see the message. तो वो अभी देखा मेरे को वो मैम का इतना important lecture I missed.
So just try to come in time from next time, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am attendance लगा देना.
Attendance तो वही अब आनी है जो आपका चल रहा है इस क्लासेस में. क्या होगा? Okay. Okay, student. So this was regarding that whatever the different concepts that we are having regarding the risk management. So in today's lecture, we have discussed that risk control and the risk identification. Okay. So after this, I am sharing one poll with you, and after that, I will discuss one of the practical, or I can say that one of the this concept of the ping of death is there. So I think one of the group has implemented that particular part, but again, I will show you that particular thing. So as you know that in ping of death, those students who have already implemented in the class, that we require two systems over there. So what I will do, I will just share one of the commands, okay, on the same system, and after that, I will show you the output that how it is affecting the other system. Okay. So on the single system only, I will be showing you the two parts. One is how we can attack that another system, and what effect, how you can see that what is affecting on that particular other system. Okay. So you just remember that in ping of death, we require two systems. We will make one system as a server, and from the another system we are attacking that particular server. Okay. So what are the commands that we require if we want to attack that particular system over there? Okay. So that both the case we will be showing through the by the use of the same system only. But I will be showing you with the output and all those things. Clear? Fine. So there is a second poll. You just answer that particular poll, and after that I will discuss with you all those practical points. Okay, student, kindly answer this particular poll. Yes, Vasu, is this the time to enter the class? Vasu is there? Yes, Vasu. Okay, students, I am going to end the poll. Okay, I am sharing results with you. Okay, students, so we will discuss this particular poll. So first of all, we will see that which is not a risk management activity. So the first question was that which is not a risk management activity. So risk assessment is there, risk control is there, and obviously risk generation is not the part of a risk management. Fine. Second is that when do you perform risk identification? So it at which part you are performing that risk identification. So that is at the beginning of a project, during the project, during the whole lifetime of a project, or during the project execution. So this is the risk is always during the whole lifetime. Okay, so whole life, third option is the correct part, that we need to identify the risk throughout the working of that project. जब तक आपका project चलता रहे, after implementation also, after execution also, we just need to see that there is no chance of a risk over there. Fine. So third option is the right one. Next is that which of the following technique will ensure that impact of risk will be less. So we have a risk avoidance, risk mitigation, and risk contingency technique. So we are having over here that is a risk contingency technique that will just help us in detecting that if particular risk is there, so its impact will be less. So we will be handling that particular thing over there just to check out this particular part, that just to ensure that the impact of risk will be less over there. Fine. So we will discuss this risk contingency in the next session also. So in which we will discuss that how this particular technique is important also.
Excuse me,
Right?
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, the question is which of the following techniques will ensure the impact of risk will be less?
हाँ जी हाँ जी.
तो अच्छा ओके कुछ नहीं हुआ.
जब लेट आओगे तो फिर ऐसे ऐसे सवाल ही पूछोगे. चलो okay, still you are participating, that's fine. Okay students, fine. Okay, now I will what I will do, I'm just going to share my screen with you. Okay, so what is our part over here is that we are sharing one of the exercise, that is ping of death. Okay, so ping of death is what? Now let's suppose we are having two systems with us. Okay, so we are considering one of the system as a server, or we can say that I need to attack that particular system. Okay, I need to attack that particular system. So how it can be fake that with the help of a ping command, okay, we are just transferring packets in a bulk to the particular system. Okay, we are having two systems and I need to let's suppose one system is system A and another system is system B. What I want, that I need to attack system A with the help of a system B. Okay, on that system B, what I will do, I will just transfer a group of packets in a simultaneous way. Okay, in a one way only, or we can say that in a bulk, I am transferring that group of packets from system B to system A. So what it will do, it will just affect the performance of the system A. ठीक है, तो let's suppose like we have so many sites over there. ठीक है, हमारे पास Amazon है, Flipkart है, so many shopping sites are there, or banking sites are there. So sometimes hacker, what they do, they just in their just to defame the some particular sites, or just to we can say that stopping the working of a particular site. They just in a their for their own intentions they just pass all those packets. ठीक है, वो क्या करते हैं कि वो पैकेट्स को इतना का पास कर देते हैं कि दैट दे डिक्रीज द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर सिस्टम. ठीक है, उस सर्वर की परफॉर्मेंस को दे जस्ट वीक द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर सर्वर. अब मेरे जैसे बंदे को आई जस्ट वांट टू बाय समथिंग, ठीक है, सो आई हैव सो मेनी ऑप्शंस ओवर देयर, so many shopping sites are there, so I just want to buy particular product from XYZ site. ठीक है, but what hacker has done, it has just lowered the performance of that particular XYZ site, but I am also in a need to buy that particular product at that time. तो मैं क्या करूंगी, मैं बोलूंगी नहीं यार इस सिस्टम की परफॉर्मेंस इज नॉट गुड, I will go for some another option. So for any, this is just one of the, we can say that this is just one of the case, okay, in which what is the motive of defaming particular sites or pressurizing particular sites. Okay, for there could be any other reasons also, there could be n reasons also by which you just want to lower the performance of that system. ठीक है, तो उससे क्या होगा कि उसके सीपीयू की परफॉर्मेंस क्या हो जाएगी, कम हो जाएगी. बाय how it can be done, that we can use that ping of packets, we are just transferring that ping of packets to that particular system. ठीक है, तो ये एक one of the way है कि कैसे हम we can just how we can lower the performance of that particular system. So I just want to tell you also that if you are making your projects, I am just showing you, I will just discuss one of the 1 2 3 methods with you. You can just go through, you can just browse all those different methods, or you can develop your own methods also. Okay, so through which you can just show us that you are following this technique, you have followed this method, and it may affect your system. Okay, it may affect some another system, but ये जो भी आपने काम करना आपने अपने system पर करना है. ठीक है, you will not be allowed to use some another person systems over here. So shall we start? Yes student, shall we start? Kindly give me response so that I can start with my this particular portion.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first of all, I just okay student, through my this particular screen, I just tell you. Okay student, you can see my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can see my screen, na? Okay, I just show you that what are the different commands that we need to follow. So first of all, I will go to this command prompt and I will run it as a administrator. Fine. So here I am writing ipconfig. Okay. So this is the details that I will get regarding this particular system. So you can see that we are having different we are having particular IP address for that, that is 172.16.163.173. Now what I am doing over here, that I will ping this particular system. Okay, I will ping this particular command and I will refer to the another system. Okay, through this particular system, like what is my IP address, that is 172. Now I am going to ping the another system having different IP address. Like I will write 172 0.16, 0.163 and 0.171. ठीक है, 172 is the address of my system. Now I am pinging to the another system with the address 171. Here you can see that 171 over here. ठीक है, so you can see over here that we are pinging this particular system with 32 bytes of data only. ठीक है, so you have already done many times this ping command that we have a TTL value over here. ठीक है, so total time to live is there, that for how much time this particular byte will be. Now in order to pass all those packets, I will use this command over here, this one, that is ping hash dash t is for time, space dash l is for the length, and now see, instead of this 32 bytes, I am sending 2000 packets to this particular IP address, that is 172.16.163.171. So you just remember this command, or you just take the screenshot of this particular thing. Okay, so this is how we are using our own system. I am pinging the another system over there. ठीक है, so पहले क्या था, just I was sending that 32 bytes, so by default वो 32 bytes send कर रहा था data, but now I have changed the size of that particular data to 2000 to this particular system. ठीक है, और ping command के लिए I require the IP address, so ये मैंने IP address, with the help of this IP address from my current system I am passing 2000 of packets to this particular. ठीक है, so 172 is sending 2000 packets to 171 machine. Is it clear? Yes, student, it is clear. Kindly reply, बच्चे.
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
ठीक है, so you
Yes,
can see
ma'am.
that so many packets are being transferred. ठीक है, so you can see that so many packets are being transferred from my system to the another system. Up now, where it will affect? Now, where it will affect? How we can see that how that particular system is being affected? जो हम बार बार बोल रहे हैं that I need to lower the performance of that particular system. So where it will be affected? So I will just go to the task manager. ठीक है, in that task manager, I just go to this. You see, you have seen that performance of a system. In task manager, we are having options that how we can manage how we can see the performance of a system in different attributes, like we have CPU, memory, disk, Ethernet, GPU and all those things. ठीक है, तो अब जो हम effect कर रहे हैं, that is through the Ethernet part. That is through the Ethernet part. Now see, my performance of my system as the transferring of data. ठीक है, that is it is working in the simple pace over there. ठीक है, now what I will do, as you know that I am using the same system. Now the same commands I will pass from the another system. ठीक है, तो same commands when I will use from the another system to ping my current system. पहले क्या था, 172 से मैं 171 पे गई थी, अब क्या होगा, 171 से same command, by using same commands I am affecting my 172 system. ठीक है, so now you will see how much it will be affecting my system. So meanwhile in the back side you can see that so many packets are being transferred. ठीक है, तो कितनी सारी पैकेट्स हमारे पास ट्रांसफर हो रही है. Now you will see the graph. Have you seen the graph? So it is affecting my system performance over there. Now see, where it was stable, where the graph was very stable, but now I have affected this particular performance over there. Okay, so what will happen? It will just make my system slow over there. Okay, so हमारा system क्या हो जाएगा, slow हो जाएगा. So in future if we will be doing something, so it will affect the performance of it. Is it fine? You understood? So only two commands are there that we have to write: ping space minus t, that is time, space minus l, and then we have to define that how many packets we are sending, and we have to give the address of that particular system. Okay. So you can see over here that how we have, this is known as ping of death. So we basically use this ping command to just attach to a particular system. But now you can see that how much we have created, we have transferred so many packets that will be affecting my system. Now you can see this rate over there. ठीक है, अब क्या होगा कि पहले तो मैं जैसे रेट आई एम सेंडिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर पैकेट्स, नाउ आई हैव क्लोज दैट पार्ट ओवर देयर. ठीक है, अब मैंने बंद कर दिया है जो मैंने पैकेट्स भेजे थे. आई हैव क्लोज दैट पर्टिकुलर पैकेट्स ओवर देयर. नाउ सी द ग्राफ. नाउ अगेन देयर विल बी ए चेंज इन ग्राफ. see the graph over there. ठीक है, so now it will coming to its the stable curve line over there. ठीक है, तो धीरे धीरे ये अपना बाकी परफॉर्मेंस के अंदर ये ऊपर आ जाएगी. फाइन. Okay, so now you can see that this particular ratio of send and receive. So when we were pinging that particular system, to receive part
Excuse
was
me.
more as compared to the sending portion. Yes, who is this?
राहुल दिस साइड में.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, बोलो.
मैम जिस आईपी एड्रेस में हमने पिंग कमांड की है फायर, तो उसकी इथरनेट पार्ट पे इफेक्ट करेगा कि हमारे भी करेगा जैसे ही कर रहा है?
आपके नहीं करेगा, आप जिसको अटैक कर रहे हो उसकी इथरनेट के ऊपर इफेक्ट करेगा.
बट इसमें भी तो कर रहा है ना.
नहीं, ये मैंने अब बंद कर दिए. अब मैंने
नहीं
वहां से
मैम.
नॉर्मल पैकेट्स तो शेयरिंग हो रहे हैं ना.
ओके,
नॉर्मल जो
तो
पिंग कमांड से हो
इसका
रही है
ग्राफ
ना.
भी तो हाई जा रहा है ना मैम इथरनेट का.
नहीं, ये अभी बंद हो गया ना. वहां से जो 2000 वाले पैकेट्स भेजे थे ना, वो मैंने बंद कर दिए हैं.
ओके मैम.
हाँ, तो नॉर्मल जो 32 बाइट्स का वो चलता रहेगा. ये अभी नॉर्मल स्पीड पर अभी आया
तो
नहीं
फिर
है.
जो इथरनेट का शो हो रहा है, ये तो हमारे आईपी एड्रेस का हो रहा है ना, इसका ग्राफ को
हाँ,
हाई जा
हाँ.
रहा है मैम.
नहीं, आपको समझाने के लिए ना मैंने एक ही सिस्टम को शेयर किया था.
ओके मैम.
ठीक है, तो मैंने आपको जैसे बोला मेरे सिस्टम का एड्रेस था 172 और मैंने जिस पे अटैक किया वो 171 था. ठीक है,
यस.
तो आपको एग्जीक्यूशन ये जो ग्राफ आ रहा है ना, ये 171 से 172 आ रहा है.
ओके
अंडरस्टूड?
मैम.
क्योंकि
ठीक
वो
है.
दो सिस्टम की शेयरिंग पॉसिबल नहीं थी ना जूम के थ्रू. सो दैट्स व्हाई
ठीक है.
मैंने आपको समझाने के लिए ऐसे बताया. बट वापसी जो काम कर रहा है वो उधर से कर रहा है इधर.
ओके मैम.
अंडरस्टूड?
यस मैम, अंडरस्टूड.
यू जस्ट रिमेंबर दैट द आईपी एड्रेस ऑफ माय सिस्टम वाज 172. जो मैंने आपको दिखाई कमांड्स वो 172 से 171 पे चली. ठीक है, कमांड्स जो आपको ग्राफ दिख रहा है, बट दैट इज फ्रॉम 171 टू 172. मैंने वाइस वर्सा कर दिया ना आपको दिखाने के लिए.
ओके मैम.
ठीक है. हाँ जी बच्चे, एनी अदर प्रॉब्लम? ठीक है, सो नाउ यू कैन सी दैट नाउ यू सी द स्पीड ऑफ द सेंडिंग. ठीक है, तो अब क्या है, रिसीविंग वाला पार्ट ये कंट्रोल जेड से वी कैन क्लोज दिस पर्टिकुलर फंक्शन, क्योंकि ऐसे तो ये पिंग करता ही रहेगा. तो वी हैव यूज्ड दैट कंट्रोल जेड पार्ट ओवर. फाइन. अब देखो आपका जो वो डाउट था वो क्लियर हो जाएगा. ये लो. ठीक है, ये अब मैंने यहाँ पर बंद कर दिया है कंट्रोल जेड से. ठीक है, तो अब फाइनली यू कैन सी द ग्राफ ओवर देयर. नाउ राहुल, नाउ दिस इज क्लियर?
यस मैम.
ठीक है. हाँ जी स्टूडेंट्स, so this is fine. So I will try to show you in every session if it remains in this mode only, online mode only. So I just show you that particular anything that second half I will discuss some softwares with you or some techniques with you that can help you out in making your project be boosters. Is it clear? हाँ जी students, any problem? So shall I consider that this is fine for today's lecture?
Yes, ma'am.
Acha,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
every day I know that some of the topics are very theoretical, but I will just try that in every session I show you something different. Okay, either some softwares are there or some practical approach we can use to solve out that particular thing. Okay, so any doubt? Acha, one thing more is there, as you must be knowing that for every lecture you are having some discussion lecture also. So I just today at 3:30 we will again conduct that Zoom meeting with us. Okay, student, you are listening na? Ritika, Satkur, Ritika is there.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
you just inform your classmates that at 3:30 I will be conducting that problem session with you. So if you are having any problem, you can discuss with me.
Okay, ma'am.
ओके 3:30
Yes,
बजे ना मैं अपने लॉगिन से आपको भेजूंगी वो वाला दैट इज दिस लिंक ओवर देयर एंड यू कैन जस्ट डिस्कस एनी ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम इफ यू वांट टू हैव.
Okay,
मैम
ma'am.
कितने और की होगी क्लास?
हाँ रजत, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही.
हेलो.
यस बच्चे. यस रितिका.
मैम वो पूछ रहा है कि मीटिंग
बंद
कितने
हो गया।
आवर्स की होगी.
हाँ जी.
ही इज आस्किंग मीटिंग कितने आवर्स की होगी.
दैट इज अप टू यू. वैसे तो हाफ एन आवर 40 मिनट्स तक वी कैन गो फॉर दैट. तो इफ यू आर
Okay,
हैविंग
ma'am.
प्रॉब्लम विद यू, अगर आप कोई अपनी स्क्रीन शेयर करना चाहते हो कुछ भी है तो यू कैन डिस्कस विद.
ओके मैम, ठीक है.
ठीक है.
यस मैम.
ठीक है रितिका, आप प्लीज काइंडली इन्फॉर्म कर देना अपने ग्रुप में. तो आई विल शेयर दैट लिंक विद यू. तो आप पास कर देना फिर. ओके.
यस मैम. ओके.
ओके स्टूडेंट्स, एनी अदर डाउट? Okay students, thank you very much. Thank you for patience listening. ठीक है, and we will again meet at 3:30. Okay. Okay, thank you बच्चे.
थैंक यू मैम.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.